Hey everyone, welcome back to the AWESMR Pop channel. What's something you would never eat? Were you thinking poop? Well, we saw this recipe on Nerdy Nummies and had to make it ourselves. It'll be the only poop you'll ever want to eat in your life. So stick around for full details. Alright, you are going to need a few ingredients, but you should be able to find all of these at your local market. You're going to need 2 cups of flour, 2/3 cup of sugar, you'll need half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, you'll need half a teaspoon of salt, you'll need 1 egg, you'll need 3 ounces of cream cheese, half a cup of shortening, and half a cup of butter, or 1 stick. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is add our stick of butter into a bowl. Also add the shortening and the cream cheese. Before using a whisk, I'm going to break this down first. Doing this will make the mixing part easier. Now let's bring out a whisk and mix until everything is nice and smooth. That looks good. Now we're going to add our sugar. Let's also add the salt. Now we're going to mix again until the salt and sugar gets incorporated. Pretty much, you can stop mixing once your cream looks smooth again. Alright, at this point, you want to add your vanilla extract and crack in the egg. Now just mix this all up again until we get a creamy smooth texture. Now it's time to add in the flour, but don't pour all of it in at once. Just add a little bit of flour, mix it in, and then add some more flour. Repeat this until all the flour is gone. Give me a minute. Alright, after a while, your cookie dough should look like this. Now, we are making rainbow unicorn poop cookies, not actual poop cookies, so we need to make some colorful cookie dough. I'm going to evenly separate the batter into 6 different bowls. You will need food coloring for this part. Let's start by using pink food coloring. Going to add a few drops into this large bowl. Now if you're going to mix the batter with your hands, put on some gloves. Don't want you staining your hands. Alright, here's our pink cookie dough. Now let's add some orange food coloring and mix this up. Here's the orange cookie dough. Now let's make yellow. Here's our yellow cookie dough. And I went ahead and made green, blue, and purple. Okay, now let's wrap all of our dough colors in saran wrap. Start with pink. Give me a minute. Pretty simple. This part shouldn't be that difficult. Let me show myself wrapping one more color, and then we can move on to our next step. Wrap this orange cookie dough. Alright, that looks good, and you guys get the picture now, right? Okay, once you finish up wrapping all of your dough colors, put them in the fridge for about 30 minutes to chill. Don't worry, you guys don't have to wait here. Let's fast forward. Alright, each dough color is nice and cool. Now let's take them off the saran wrap. We won't be needing any flour for this portion, but we do have to work quickly. The dough is pretty sticky and it'll only get worse if you keep the dough out for too long. Try to keep the dough as cool as possible. By the way, I also put some parchment paper down and taped the sides. If you have parchment paper or wax paper at home, do the same. It helps a bit when working with this dough. The dough might start to stick if you don't use one of the papers. Now let's cut this dough in half and then cut it into 6 sections. Perfect. Now let's just roll this up into a ball. Okay, so once you get to this part, put them on a baking sheet and make sure you have parchment paper or wax paper on the sheet as well. Now let's work on the orange. Now roll these into balls. Place the orange dough balls on the baking sheet as well. Here are a couple of yellow dough balls. You guys get the picture now, so I'll skip ahead. Once you finish making all of the dough balls, put these in the freezer for about 20 minutes. Alright, here's how your dough balls should look after they've been in the freezer for 20 minutes. Now let's just grab one of each color. Start with this pink dough. Roll it out into a long noodle-like shape. As long as you have the wax paper or parchment paper to work with, you should be able to roll this with ease. Perfect. Now let's do the same with this orange dough. Now let's work on the yellow. Now let's roll out the green. Once you get to blue, you can stack it on top like this. And you can put the purple right here. Now twist both ends. Once you twist both ends, you can start rolling it out. Now let's just swirl this around and make a little poop shape. Perfect. Here's our rainbow unicorn poop. Okay, now let's make another one. This gets a bit harder as the dough gets warmer, so try to keep your dough as cool as possible before doing this part. It's easier to shape. Swirl this around. There we go. Here's another nice looking unicorn poop cookie. Okay, now regular poop, not so pretty, but unicorn poop is very pretty. So let's add some more details to our poop cookies. We're just going to add some classic pearls on top. These pearls will also provide a nice little crunch for each bite. Alright, our unicorn poop cookies are ready to go in the oven. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees and bake them in the oven for about 7 to 10 minutes. Alright, here's how our cookies look after they've been baked. Now let's add some sprinkles and then we can do a taste test. This time we'll add some star sprinkles on top. Beautiful. Make sure you cool these a bit before serving. Alright, here's a closer look at one of our rainbow unicorn poop cookies. Let's break this in half. As you can see, these cookies look beautiful on the inside and outside. Let's do a taste test. Yes! That's amazing. I love these types of cookies. And no, not because they're poop shaped. I just love butter cookies in general. These are a bit on the sweeter side, so I wouldn't recommend eating too many though. Everything in moderation, folks. But seriously, these are amazing. Give them a try. AWESMR Pop fans! Thank you so much for watching. We can't do this without you. If you're new to the channel and became a fan, click that subscribe button for more awesome stuff. And if you want to be the first person to watch our next video, hit that notification bell to have a chance. See ya!